My journey with neurodiversity began with my son, who is 9 years old and is autistic and has ADHD. Our learning as a family over the last few years has been immense. And as that continues, I'm also really passionate about bringing this learning into the workplace so that we can create work environments where everyone can flourish. As a parent of a child who is neurodivergent, it's been a huge journey of understanding and acceptance and seeing how we can support him and help him to really thrive and flourish in every environment. Certainly there are challenges all of the time, but at the same time it's really been such a gift for us as parents, and I believe that although we are certainly not getting it all right, that we are much better parents than we might have been if it hadn't been for him.
Once we realised that my daughter had autism, it changed everything. I think what's really struck me is neurodiversity should never be seen as a limitation. It's really just a different way of experiencing and interacting with the world. And it takes a bit of effort, I think, to understand those differences, and it really is a scale, as we say. You know, there's different elements. Not all people with neurodiversity are the same, and just like everybody else, very unique. And I think it brings with it so many unique strengths and abilities that I think should be celebrated. And one thing that was a really kind of poignant element of the experience for us as a family was the fact that my daughter, she really didn't want us to talk about this outside the home. She didn't want anybody to know, which is almost kind of denying an aspect of yourself and being ashamed of yourself. So we're working really hard with her to get her to understand that actually this brings with it these really brilliant strengths and abilities, and that it's not a problem, you're just a bit different.
Appunto sono un genitore di una ragazza con ADHD, ha avuto la diagnosi a 30 anni, a 6 anni di età, attualmente è trentenne. Nell'ambito familiare è importante avere una grossa consapevolezza di che cos'è l'ADHD. Spesso dinanzi a questa parola o dinanzi a una diagnosi di questo tipo si resta disarmati, ok? E quindi ecco, la famiglia si ritrova, vive un senso di isolamento e incomprensione. Soprattutto quando manca una diagnosi chiara o un percorso di supporto.
It's really important for neurodivergent people in the workplace and at home to be able to flourish. The very first thing is that they need to know and understand themselves and their neurodiversity and be comfortable with that. So a diagnosis is not just about being given a diagnosis. The value of having a full assessment is about understanding what your strengths are and also what your challenges are.
Once I got diagnosed, I was able to put strategies in place. So where maybe I thought I was forgetting things, I could put prompts in my diary, I could make notes, make use of the systems that we have in place, like OneNote. I document everything now on there. In the calendar, I put every meeting, I put every conversation that is relevant to me, and I feel a sense of that pressure's been lifted.
También me preguntáis qué medidas prácticas podemos tomar las organizaciones, ¿no?, para fomentar entornos inclusivos para las personas neurodivergentes. Bueno, en este caso, lo que las organizaciones como la nuestra hacemos es entablar conversaciones directas con los organismos gubernamentales, con las differenti amministrazioni.
Per quanto riguarda diciamo la creazione di ambienti inclusivi e la richiesta di quali azioni pratiche si possono intraprendere o possono intraprendere le organizzazioni e le famiglie per favorire ambienti inclusivi per persone con ADHD o neurodivergenti, in particolare appunto per le politiche di supporto, noi come è fondamentale, cioè come coordinamento riteniamo, sentiamo fondamentale partire da un cambiamento culturale e quindi bisogna passare dall'idea di adattare la persona al contesto a quella di adattare il contesto alla persona.
We also learned that communication style is very important. It's always very important to listen, but particularly when you're interacting with somebody who may be neurodiverse, they may not be communicating everything, and you have to kind of pick up on the communication style. And I also think for us, what was very important was finding people who could help support. So finding people who understand it, communities who are very skilled in how to navigate the world of neurodiversity and the broader world being a neurodiverse person.
How somebody flourishes either at home or at work will be different for everyone, but the first step is understanding themselves, and then if they are brave enough and if they are in a setting where there is the safety to be able to talk about that, that's the absolute key thing.
As we wrap up this series, let's remember why this conversation is so vital. By embracing neurodiversity, we not only empower individuals, but also enrich our collective experience. Together, we've explored unique strengths, faced tough realities, and discovered actionable ways to foster inclusivity.
Together, we can build bridges that not only foster inclusivity, but also celebrate the richness of diversity. By taking action, we can ensure that everyone, regardless of their neurodivergent status, has an equal opportunity to thrive. Let's embrace the change and shape a future where equity is a reality for all.
Now it's your turn to keep the momentum going. Continue sharing this series with your colleagues and teams. It takes just a few minutes to spread awareness and make a significant impact. Together, we can create a workplace where every voice is valued and every individual thrives. Thank you for being part of this journey.